and I'm from Becky's Beauty School. Welcome to my channel. I'm just going to go over briefly about how to apply the wax onto the skin. So this is hopefully going to be really helpful for those that are using wax either for the first time, or maybe you've been in the industry for a little while and you find it quite tricky to apply hot wax or hard wax, if you know it as that, to the skin. So to demonstrate, I've got my beautiful daughter's arm here. She's just going to allow me to pop a little bit of hot hard wax just in the inside of her arm, just to show you the technique of how to apply the wax. So in the video that I'm just going to use now, I'm showing you the Perron rigot. It's the fiorella range hot wax, really beautiful pink colour. Look at that, absolutely stunning. Now this wax is brilliant for not leaving too much redness on the skin. So using the side of the spatula, you want the wax to be literally like this, dripping onto the skin. Use the side of your spatula to then spread nice and firmly the wax along the skin. You don't want your spatula flat like this and then try and spread, because it won't spread nice and even. If anything, it will just get stuck to the skin. So you want that nice fluent sort of movement where the spatula on the side is in that motion where it goes along like this, like you're spreading butter on bread. Now once it's obviously spread on, you'll have a nice even, hopefully, mixture of wax there that is just spread nice and flat and even. You want to then lift the edge where you're pulling from, and this is where you keep the skin nice and tight, and you literally with your handle here pull the wax along the body and move your hand up so that you've got nice firm tightness along the skin. And that's how easy it is to apply and remove the hot hard wax. Now if anybody that's unsure, thank you sweetheart, for anybody that is unsure what hot hard wax is like, it's exactly like this. You'll get different colours, there's loads of different ones out there. Perron rigot is a really good brand, and I find that their hot waxes are really good at not snapping. They're really good quality at setting, and they've got lots of flexibility. You can see the movement on the wax, but look how pretty that is. Like literally the stuff itself is amazing, and there's loads of different ones you can get. The Euro Blonde's really good that they have, just to name a couple here for you so you know. Also, I love their cashmere, which is brilliant for sensitive skin. You might find that each hot wax that you use comes up slightly different with the texture of it, but it's all about the consistency of the wax, and that will help you. So if you make sure your consistency of your wax is good, then when you scoop it on and pop it onto the skin and use that motion of using the side of the spatula along, it should spread nicely for you. If the wax seems too thick, too hard to get out of the pot and onto the skin, then more than likely it's too cool, which means then the wax won't spread nice and even and it will be setting too quick. So if you have that problem, then just turn the heat up just slightly. Always test patch a little bit on your skin by just using a smaller spatula or a little amount of wax, just to make sure that it's not too hot. It should never feel burning, it should feel warm on the skin, but never hot where it's going to burn. So always remember, side of spatula like this with a nice amount that you need to use onto the skin on the side and spread in a nice even motion. So just to show you again, this time I'm going to use my own arm just to show you how easy it is. Nice amount of hot hard wax, pop it on to the side like this on the spatula, and hopefully you'll be able to see now as I'm spreading it up. It should spread nice and easy, nice firm as well. Don't be too delicate with it. You want to push this wax into the hairs that you're obviously applying the wax to. Can you see it's nice and even long? You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin, and then literally within seconds it's set. Remember again, nice flicky motion. Obviously I can't pull the skin tight because my hand's down here, but make sure you've got nice firm grip of the skin before you pull, and then the wax will come off like that. Again, you can see each time my consistency and the way I spread is exactly the same, just as I did before. So it's practice. That's all you want, is practice. Literally get your spatula, make sure your consistency is right and your temperature, get it on the side, nice and firm and spread. It's moving nice and quick before it sets, and then it gets too thick and you can't and stiff and you can't actually spread it. So practice makes perfect. This is a nice area on the body to just get practice with. There's not any really hair there. So, and hot wax is, you know, safe to use several times on the same patch without obviously making the skin sore. So if you feel you just want to practice here and there a little bit, use each side and get used to it, and then pull it off, and that will help you. Fingers crossed that's been a little bit of a helpful tip for you. I will come back and show you how to then apply the soft strip wax, as they are both different consistencies, and I find that sometimes you might find that the soft strip wax goes on a lot more runnier and it's a little bit more harder to control. So I will do a separate video on that, but that was to cover today, the hot hard wax. Let me know in the comments if you found that helpful. Maybe you use a different type of wax other than the Perron rigot and you're struggling, or maybe you find it easier. Just let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you thought of the fiorella wax. How beautiful is that from the Perron rigot range? Like, honestly, the pinkness in the tub. I can't even describe to you what I can see because it doesn't come across on this camera. So you need to get yourself some if you haven't already. But thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already and hit that notification bell ready to see about the soft strip wax. Thanks for watching, guys.